What to do, what it ain't, what it is. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. I'm back live with another edition of the Break Room. I wasn't even going to get on today. However, I came across footage of someone else backsliding and trying to take back their words. So much so that ESPN is even trying to censor their content. Chris Canty, in the beginning of the season, when we took an L to the Colts, he said, "We're frauds. We're frauds." And I cannot find that video. However, I did come across audio of the podcast, or their morning show. I came across audio from the morning show, so I did want to bring that to y'all, and then I want to show y'all how hard he has pivoted to giving the Steelers praise. And I also want to add that Chris Canty is another op. He played for the Ravens. So, it just goes back to what I said, man. People be hating on us. And a lot of people don't realize these people are like former players, for former division rivals, and things of that nature. So let's get right into it.
They're frauds. Smiles, I don't want to hear about how it's a great defense. You're not a great defense. The Colts kept hitting their head on the goalpost to start the game. And then the backup quarterback, Joe Flacco, comes in and looks great. If you're the best defense in the entire NFL, how do you let that game get that out of hand for your offense? No, man. Frauds. Frauds. The Pittsburgh Steelers are frauds.
My man was pretty animated about that too. Like he was very animated about the fact that we were frauds. Man, he had a lot of energy for us, didn't he? Yeah, but Swagoo got something for him, and Swagoo, I don't even gotta say nothing. I'm just advertising this to show the real from the fake.
I don't know how you call the Pittsburgh Steelers frauds when this team has went to the playoffs with no quarterback, right? And Justin is continuously getting better. I was so surprised at the defense, but Jim brought up a great point about Flacco. Flacco wasn't going to let T.J. Watt, no chance, and those guys up front destroy him first and foremost, but also, and then too, I tell people this all the time, defensively, when you make a quarterback change, how many times have we seen second after quarterbacks?
Shoot, when we played the Ravens, when we put Justin Fields in the game, Baltimore was not prepared for that. To Swagoo's point, they was not prepared for that. That we threw a wrench at them they was not expecting. So this is complete facts. Like when you switch up and do something from the norm, something that you normally don't do, you usually catch people off guard, and they wasn't prepared for that at all. And Flacco and Anthony Richardson have two completely different playing styles.
Backup quarterbacks come in, and the whole crowd talking about, "Ooh, he need to be playing."
It's not a quarterback change when it's a whole style change. Like, because in this particular
case, go out there next week against Pittsburgh, right? We'll see. It was just
so what you're saying. Let me make sure, because for the audience who may not understand, what you're saying is that the Steelers spent all week preparing for one thing,
100%,
and then a very unique thing. All of a sudden, they're playing something entirely different, and they weren't ready.
See, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna let y'all go after this. When you got a quarterback that gets the ball out of his hands quickly, not only does it frustrate you, it throws off the timing of your pressure, right, as a defense. And that is some I guarantee they weren't prepared for with Anthony Richardson in there.
Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday have a veteran coach who's now had 18 straight seasons of a non-losing season every single one of those years. 18 straight non-losing seasons for Mike Tomlin with that win yesterday. I mean, just remarkable. And Pat Costello and others want to poo-poo that. They're 9-3. They beat Cincinnati 44-38. Russell Wilson was 29 of 38.
Listen to the switch up.
414 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick.
They gassing us.
He had 10 different pass catchers in this game. And on the season, games that Russell Wilson has started for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are 5-1. He has 10 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Count them up.
CC, there is a chance outside of the running back position, because that's Saquon and Derrick Henry and Joe Mixon. It's just 3 specifically. Russell Wilson may have been the best offseason addition in the entire NFL. And per value-wise, in terms of the money they're paying him, he may be the single best offseason acquisition, as crazy as that may sound.
He might be the single best acquisition in terms of money and everything in the history of the NFL. Like, think about that. That's insane. Omar Khan. Great job, bruh.
Sound.
Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson was absolutely phenomenal. The interception that happened yesterday, that wasn't his fault. Cam Taylor-Britt grabs the helmet of George Pickens on a slant route. It's a timing pattern, so Russell Wilson is throwing it before the receiver's breaks. You understand how it became an easy pick six. But after that moment in the game, the Pittsburgh Steelers scored on 6 of their next 7 possessions. That is the definition of complimentary football. And oh, by the way, the possession that they didn't score on, it ends up being a missed field goal. It got blocked, but it was a 42-yard.
At least I can say this about him. He might not ever come on the air and say, hey, I was wrong. But the way he's talking right now, you can tell he knew he was wrong. And I can respect that. That's called accountability. I can respect that 1,000%.
Field goal attempt by Chris Boswell. So it just goes to show you that the Pittsburgh Steelers are a legitimate team that can give it to you any way you want it in terms of playing the style of game that they need to in order to win. They can beat you 18-16, as they proved against the Baltimore Ravens. They can beat you 44-38, as they proved yesterday against the Cincinnati Bengals. And the most impressive part, and I gave this stat a little bit earlier in the show, was that yesterday was the first win that the Steelers had with the opponent scoring 30 or more points in the regular season since 2017. You got to go back to December 10th, 2017 against the Baltimore Ravens, the last time the Steelers won a game where their opponent scored over 30 points. Since that span, you're talking about the Steelers having 19 chances to win games and only had 2 that they came away with. So it proves that Russell Wilson and the quarterback change that Mike Tomlin made earlier in the regular season was absolutely the right decision.
Do we think this team can win a playoff game?
Yes. The defense is good. I mean, even though they gave up a lot of points yesterday, they came up with game-changing plays. I mean, to be able to get the interception against Joe Burrow, to force the fumbles against Joe Burrow, that was the difference in that football game. And then, oh, by the way, T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward are playing some of the best football of their careers. Cam Hayward absolutely dominated in that game yesterday. So I am confident in the Steelers. They have a really good defense, a dominant special teams unit, and a really good offense. And guess what? They have a head coach that knows what the hell he's doing and can be the difference in closely contested games. Why can't the Steelers go on a deep playoff run?
And I think the division's over, right? We could praise the Ravens all we want and Lamar, as we should. Steelers are 2 games up in the division and have the tiebreaker over the Ravens. I know they play again, but that division, in my mind, AFC North, is over.
It's a wrap.
Think about
the Steelers
that.
are going to win that division.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir. We back, baby. Yes, sir. I need you to put the word out. We up. Stop playing with us, man. Chris Canty, I got to give you a virtual handshake, sir. I do appreciate your candor. I do appreciate you walking back what you said. But ultimately the boys had to prove it. So, respect at the end of the day. But yeah, man, we are looking good. We got to keep this momentum going. We got a big game this week against the Browns. I didn't have a lot. I didn't want to be on here long, but I did come across that, and I wanted to bring it to y'all. I think it's wild that I was looking up the video. I was trying to get the video for that. And man, when I tell you, it's almost as if ESPN censored that thing, because I cannot find the video anywhere. I mean, there's news articles about it. People have issued like news articles about it, but man, I cannot find that that clip anywhere. Show that, yeah, I mean, it's legit. Like, it happened, but you cannot find it anywhere. But yeah, that's all I had. I just wanted to show that. If you go look it up on ESPN, it'll say page not found. And if you do find it, please attach the link to it. So that way I'll go back and redo the episode and everything. But I just wanted to like come to y'all real quick with like some breaking news. Some of y'all may have heard the original when he said we were frauds. Many of you may not have. So that's why I wanted to like kind of play that first, and then some of you may or may not have heard what he said yesterday about us in terms of the Bengals, and now he's given us a chance to be like contenders or get playoff wins and stuff like that. And as we continue to win, and as we continue to make people eat their words, as people continue to eat crow, you're going to begin to see this is a reoccurring thing. Now people are going to try to jump on the bandwagon. Today on First Take, Stephen A's list, he had us in the 5 spot. Like, we should have been in the 5 spot last week too. Like, come on now. As always, Pittsburgh versus everybody. We got to go out and continue to lay the smack down and continue to show everybody how good we are. So big up to the guys. I hope y'all having a great day. I hope you had a good victory Monday. Blessings to y'all. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.
For the Steelers now up big in Cincinnati. Boom for Tomlin.
I'm not going to act surprised. That's what you brought here to do. That's what you brought here to do. Let's not act surprised. This ain't a lightning strike, man. You built for this. You built for this. Yep. All right. Oh, man, you mic'd up. Shut up. Oh, you. Man, shut your ass up. Let's go.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.